I'm sure the thing. Yeah.
You said you were ready.
You said you wanted to talk about something.
Yeah, on the show.
Yeah, go ahead, talk about it.
What, you just gonna stand there in the meantime?
No.
Oh my
I'm
word.
operating the game with one hand.
So, before in the last episode and a bit off time, we were talking about people working more than 30 hours, bad for your brain and bad for you and bad for your work. You'll get more work done, you'll be healthier if you work like 30 to 32 hours. This has been proven multiple times. So, dude, that is sharp looking. I don't like that.
It's because it's low poly.
So there's the thing because like there's a weird, I think it's died off now that they've gotten older, and I wasn't really part of that generation as much of like like the like 40 different articles that were like millennials are doing something and it's not good, and you're like, they don't have
They're
money.
killing off the blank industry.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I don't have enough coordination or time to do that. You need to
I really
pay me
don't.
more.
Yeah, fuck, man. It's like millennials aren't eating anymore. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
We don't
fucking
get paid.
surprise.
That was an actual article, by the way.
That. This is the coolest part of the game, though.
This is good. That is easily like what brings this game from wherever it is to +1 of wherever it is. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I think
And
you
there's
gotta-
like,
Let me see if I can get it like this. Go on.
and there's like one. Yo, oh, yeah, I heard that chicken.
it a
I'm
sec.
stalling because I forgot exactly what I was gonna talk about. Oh yeah, there's one article that was like millennials are just quitting jobs over and over, right? Because the
Yeah.
idea is you would quit your job and go to a new job. Thing is, people weren't and still aren't getting paid. Are you controlling this chicken?
Yes. Okay, I can't jump nearly as high as I thought.
There was a trend where they'd be like, all right, well, if I'm not getting promoted or a raise at my current work, I'm just gonna leave and find new work.
As you do.
And they did, and that just became the norm, is that you'd get new work. And then people started go like, well, I don't want to hire someone that's just gonna leave after. It's like, they're not gonna leave if you fucking pay them.
Yeah.
This is not a hard. And then they'd be like, man, I can't find new workers. And you're like, oh my fucking god.
Why
It's
does
very
he have to move slower while he's getting an item underwater?
You do get paid a lot more. I mean, currently I'm looking at moving to a new spot that's paying like 50% more.
Which is still great.
Which is fantastic.
What I hate is when you see a job posting, like, physically, and it's like, up to $20, and you're like, okay, so 10.
Yeah.
I would be more willing to work for you if you confirmed that for me, sir.
I don't know how they have to do that listing legally.
They do have to do that listing legally because it means that they can say whatever they want.
No, I mean if they have like a forced, like, you have to put like within however much someone working there is currently getting. Which still gives you an idea. Hey, if you work at a place with other people, you should talk about how much you guys get paid. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
The idea of it being rude is manufactured. Talk about how much you get paid, and if you don't get paid enough, fuck management, get paid more.
I didn't work with warehouse, so I just didn't mention it to them because my job was like weird and I felt bad. But at the same time, it's like, why are you coming to me again? Is it because of bombs? It's because of bombs.
It's bombs.
Fucking Barnes is too clingy. I'm gone for like 2 minutes. He's already sent 2 letters.
He has no one else to hang out with. You are unfortunately the lonely person's attachment.
I didn't even
Is that the
talk
right way
to
to
him.
put it? I don't think it's the right way. You kind of talked to him.
I
You
bought a
his
thing
stuff.
from him.
Yeah, that you had to talk to him for that. Bug, get bug.
Look,
Ah. Oh, good hand.
thank you. No net
birds.
required. Storage,
hand.
what is that?
Let's
I
put
just-
Japan and like bug catching stuff. Is that like a real hobby to have
Yes.
for like kids?
Yeah.
Seems weird.
They catch like stag beetles and fight them.
They actually fight them?
Yeah.
That sounds cruel.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're in the same boat then.
I mean, like, it's probably just a species of beetle that would do it anyways.
Yeah, but
it's
you're
not
still
like
putting them in that
it's not like they're
situation.
goring each other. They just kind of yeet each other.
Still can't be fun for them.
It might be. I don't know. I don't know the
I don't
beetles.
think so. I'm pretty sure nature has a pretty innate thing. If I can avoid a fight, I will.
You can Google it probably to see if the beetles like it.
These are also beetles. They're not the smartest thing.
I'm hearing
Do we
a
have to,
gold
do we have
bug
to go
noise.
back across that bridge? Am I hearing what?
Do you like? I'm hearing a gold bug noise and it's nearby, and I don't know if it's because the camera's over there. We don't, because we can't. Okay, cool. Love how I had no control over that fight.
I think I was playing a game where that would happen too. I'm trying to remember what it was. Like
a
some
lot of these
cutscene would
games.
happen, and then like in the middle of it, there'd just be enemies swarming me. I'm like, I'm about to get hit real bad.
Yeah, I mean it's like the opposite thing that happened during the Shadow stream. Which, if you want to watch what happened with that, you can see the VOD on our channel right now. It's called Nice VOD, but mine's bigger. Where whenever we got to the end of a boss, it would like pause all the other effects. I think they were just trying to avoid that.
I don't think so at all.
Also, this is
because
chugging.
all that was setting
Hold on.
your particle effects to listen to the same.
But it was everything paused except for the guy.
Yes. Which includes particle effects and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is when it starts to look weird. Because you can just tell your particle effects to not pause at those sections.
Yeah.
And then just turn your hitbox invulnerable.
I don't know why we're lagging so much.
I don't know either. What? Do you want to just stop and reset
No,
this?
because I feel like as soon as we get through this, it's just gonna stop. I think it's
You
just
think just the walls
I,
freaking you out?
yeah, I think it's the wall.
It's too powerful. What do you want, Midnight?
Yes.
Is it that we go into dog form? Wait, do
You
we have
remember
to be
that
dog
picture
form
I
in
sent you
Twilight?
last night? Yes.
Which one? You sent a few, and a few of them were pretty cursed.
I meant the one of Link becoming Wolf Link for the first time.
Okay, that one, yeah, I remember that.
That was great. They had to get rid of his torso.
Is that something we're allowed to talk about? Not the wolf one, but
I'm choosing to avoid it.
okay.
The fewer people that I don't know that hear about it, the better.
It's so baked into the internet, though.
If you were on Twitter on July 30th, you know.
Can we at least talk around it? Like, not the situation itself, but more of like, how do I put it?
Okay, no, this is all lagging. Hold on.
Yeah, this thing's freaking out.
We're gonna keep it going because it's funnier if I do.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It feels annoying. You just don't want to edit things together.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is life. We can't do this to people. We have to do this.
Yeah.
We have to fix this. Get us out of this speech. It's going ballistic there. Pause. I'll just pause. We fixed the frame rate, Jazz.
Oh, sorry. I was
back.
over here and I was like,
You've ruined it.
I was like,
Anyone watching is now.
I was like that.
"Fuck this dude. Yeah. There you go. Now we're back in it. I totally don't remember what we're talking about.
hey, look. Ilias sent. We got that.
Hey, we got the thing. I guess, what is it? New Halo thing coming out, right? Halo Infinite.
I have not seen anything on it other than it's slightly disappointing.
I've heard different things from different people. I've heard some people say I'm not that interested. I've heard other people say I'm really interested.
Isn't it like an open world thing?
I mean, the game itself is, yeah. I think all they've shown so far is multiplayer stuff in terms of, like, playable content.
What was it with the 2000s and just having a fucking line lead you places?
Do you want a real answer or a haha answer?
Yes.
I don't have a haha answer other than go place good. The real answer is that before this sort of era, everything was a lot smaller. and a lot more condensed because, people building games didn't have to worry about large spaces. And we immediately said, oh, dude, we can make huge spaces, and just kept expanding without thinking why or if we should. And that just came as a consequence of, I don't know how to lead people well. Right? Because now they're just in a giant sandbox, and you're like, where the fuck do I go? So the easiest answer was just put a line on the ground that says where to go. Right.
And what was weird is it was eventually brought into games like Dead Space, which were pretty small.
Dead Space did it well too. Dead Space more did it because honestly the land can get a little confusing.
Yeah, I mean it's also like there is some option to it with if you are navigating, you're unable to pull out gun.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, do you want to do that? Huh?
Man, Dead Space was a good game. I'm not getting that remake though.
Fuck
I'm not giving EA money for shutting down that studio. I'm just gonna grab the new game that they're making. I forgot what it's called. But whatever it is, I'm gonna grab that. Because that'll actually be interesting. I really can't believe they shot that studio in the head, and then a few years later, once people are like, Dead Space is kind of fun, they're like, oh, re-release.
Yeah.
Look, don't you love this franchise? You're like, I did.
Well, it's like people liked it before you guys got to it.
Yeah. Before you got to it, and before you made unrealistic demands that the studio still kept up with for your sales records.
Can we talk about how
because honestly, you should be putting that pressure on the sales team, not the development team.
I really hate crafting systems
in games.
I am 50-50 on them. I definitely feel like there was a time of why does everything have to have a crafting system?
I get it for stuff like, MMOs and RPGs.
I thought you were going to say Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Minecraft is very obvious, needs crafting. It's kind of built into the base of the game.
I like it in things like Resident Evil. Right?
Yeah.
That's interesting, but that's more because you have such limited resources that how to combine them is alright, I got fucking...
And also your inventory space.
Yeah.
But I'm talking Dead Space. Dead Space 3.
Yeah, well that does go into once the studio had less and less hands in it.
Yeah. I just don't know why you would think to add crafting system to...
Because EA said crafting's the new thing.
I know.
This is what happens. Every fucking time people that don't make games studio executives and heads feel like, oh no, I'm a creative artist, and they put their goddamn filthy hands in shit. Just stop touching it. You know how I got a lot of money in the first place? People made it. They made it and they're like, this is cool. I am a professional at this. I'll never get not heated from this. I'll always be upset.
It's a good thing to be upset about.
It's just a lot of wasted potential because people are too haughty and all about themselves, Yeah. Too much of they gotta listen to me, and you're like, no, you really gotta learn how to not do this.
Yeah, tell that to my fucking boss.
It's a hard lesson for you.
Fucking, hey man, can you zoom in? No.
Not at all.
Not at all. Actually, not at all. Hey, can you use a slate? Sure. He didn't use a slate. He bought a slate. And he just puts the section title on it. And then doesn't clap with it. He claps him with his hands. I'm like, do you not fucking understand what kind of a fucking problem child you're being? This is something I'd expect from a first year.
Damn.
Not a professional.
I do get that a lot, though. Anytime people do negative work, I'm just like, all right, how are you hired right now?
And he's my boss.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm having... Wait, hold on. How do I talk about this the right way? I'm in this situation now at work where I'm put onto, I'm on, an extra thing.
Mm-hmm.
Partly because I'm bored, and another part because they're like, we need people for this. I'm like, yes, please. And they're, trying to convince us, oh, yeah, this will look great on your resume. You're a part of a special team. I'm like, dude, all we're doing is like looking at this thing with our eyeballs and saying, is this correct? There's nothing about this I could put on a resume. There's nothing I would pretend to try to put on a resume about this. Don't lie to me. I'm happy doing dumb work because I just need something extra to do. I don't want you to lie to me and pretend like, oh, this is totally a great thing. Like, how dumb do you think I am?
Pretty dumb.
Not you. That doesn't count. You know, they don't. It's the oil bridge.
It's the oil bridge.
Is this the second time this has happened to you?
No, first.
Okay. You'd think Dog would already know. You think Dog would be like, that smells a lot like gasoline.
There was no gasoline. Oil doesn't have a scent.
Really?
Yeah. People add a perfume scent to gasoline so they know that there's gasoline.
Well, you'd think he'd step on it and be like, ah, shit.
You think he'd step on it and say, why is this slippery?
I should have known. This is bridge slick. You gotta push the block.
Gotta push the block.
This took me forever when I was younger.
To be fair, it's obtuse shit.
I was like, man, I just can't bash my way through the flames. I mean, it does seem a little ridiculous that you just jump off the bridge.
Yeah, I wouldn't think of it.
Into what did not look like a lake.
Well, that's because the lake is dried up.
Of course, I should have known.
Yeah, I mean, look on the map. It's like all water.
Small. Yeah, that's true.
I bet you these are fish people complaining about the lake being dried up.
See, these people, if we murdered these people, it'd be fucked up.
Why? 'Cause
For a
they
multitude of reasons. Yeah, because they think. Because they're people.
talk?
You're not vegetarian. You can't throw that at me.
Well, no, but I do believe that I do agree, and this is like most just as a meme with our friend Diane, who says.
Should you be naming?
Yeah, I mention her on stream all the time.
Okay, I never remember.
She doesn't care.
Okay.
She also made the outro. You can
That's
find
true.
her.
She did make that outro.
You can find her Twitter on our description. What was I on about? Oh yeah.
Said something about me.
Yeah. That human meat is the only ethical meat you can consume. Because it's the only creature that can consent to being eaten.
I don't like it. I don't like any of it. You know, all the things that are needed to make a human are in a human.
Oh shit.
Don't eat people. I can't believe I have to say that these days. I can't tell if it's just I hear more new stuff about people doing things. I'm like, why would you ever think that?
It's because you have more access to the information and you're on Twitter.
I mean, it's beyond just Twitter as well. Oh, I will say, God, how I... There's going to be a right way to phrase this and a wrong way to phrase this. I feel like
I say you're on Twitter, you browse Twitter. You're not actually, like, active.
It's very true. I have to do something while I'm waiting for things to happen at work.
Oh.
There's a lot of times I see people
Hold on,
like,
can we look at him in the
they're
distance.
chilling. Yeah.
I know, but it's funny when you can't see the ground because it's just like.
All right,
We're gonna make this one slightly longer because of the incident.
You sure?
Yeah.
Don't want to end it on Clown Man here.
Like I just want to like get to the point where we have to start doing. Why would he say yikes? Why? Okay. I understand why, but why was it when they said yikes a monster, they zoomed in on the eagle grass?
Eagle grass is scary, dude. Whoa, okay.
Oh yeah, this is an eagle.
All right. A little terrifying. This music's always weird when you have headphones.
Can you get down, dude?
No, he's too far.
Okay.
Up.
Is
Grab
this...
you.
Okay, that is an incredibly long attack animation.
Maybe we should just stop making boss fights. Unless we're like Dark Souls or something.
This isn't even a boss. This is just a regular encounter. He just has to come to the floor.
That's what I mean, right? Like, you just have to wait until, like, a certain time. It's like, alright. Jesus. Never mind, it's pretty cool.
Right? I just wish it was any faster. Look at this motherfucker. Is it weird that in my head I was like, he probably would look faster if they just made his wings flap more?
Oh, absolutely. Anyway, going back to the thing I was saying before. I feel like there's a lot of time, and don't get me wrong with it. Wait. There's a lot of times on the internet I'll see people like, oh, geez, here come, like, you know, the Redditors and whatnot, or, like, Reddit moment. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely reasonable, like, type of person to make fun of. However, I also see it from the kind of people that are, like, 24/7 on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, is there really a difference between what you're doing and what they're doing? Like, I'm pretty sure
yes,
if I were to look at
because
your
I don't
feed
have
right
a funny robot man dictating what I'm doing.
I don't like Funko Pops. I mean, fair, but still.
I figured Reddit would be the guys that don't like Funko Pops.
No, I think they're classified as liking them a lot.
I don't know.
They're the
Reddit
ones that had
people.
we need the George Floyd Funko Pop.
Here's the thing about Reddit though, is that like it's like I can't ever tell when they're being like 4chan and when they're being like Twitter. It's like, because Reddit has so many different kinds of people on it that it's so hard to tell, because it's not like they're gonna go out of their way, well they do, but it's not like all of them are gonna go out of their way to go to a specific Reddit to share to other Reddits to clown on them. Then you can just retweet people on Twitter.
What do you mean? Wait, you lost me a bit.
So like, let's say I'm on Reddit specifically to browse dogs. Not everyone on Reddit is there to browse dogs, and granted, you could say the same thing about Twitter, but it's a lot easier to find like a bunch of different shit on Twitter because you're not specifically going to your echo chamber.
Oh, that's fair.
It's anyone who is on your timeline, which you can customize to create your own little, like, whatever you want.
That's less true these days.
Yeah.
They put a lot of weird stuff on now.
I think the trending tab was the biggest mistake on Twitter.
Man, the number, like, any time, let's be honest, the trending tag is now just a, can we reach this random K-pop star to trending today?
Or, you know, Chris Chan getting 2 in the same day. That's as much as I'm going to say about it.
You're really pushing that book.
I know, but it's so weird. Can't get it out of my head, dude. I can't.
Do we need to talk off stream about it so it gets out of your brain?
No.
Are you sure?
Maybe, I don't know, man.